So now let's look at this part of what is in your control and what you cannot control. Why I have put this slide is, the reason is that lot of things that we cannot control, if we really understand that realm of the things which are really beyond our control, then a lot of anger can be managed just internally in your mind. A lot of times, the things that really we cannot control, we focus our energies there and we just kind of waste our energies, and all that also manifests into anger. So I thought this part will really help you all to understand, and really, when we talk about some of the techniques of how you can manage anger, you can really kind of, at least win 50% of the battle internally in your mind. So that's why I have put this slide. So what I would all like you all to focus here is, there are some things which are really beyond our control, like other people's thoughts, other people's behavior, other people's reactions, other people's words, the environment, and a lot of other things. So that's an important area which, if we don't focus our energies there, instead of focusing our energies in this outer part, we can really focus our energies internally, which is what is in your control totally. And you will really come to realize it is your words, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. So everything that you will really look at is, everything is internal, right? So that's why why it is so important, and I'll come to self reflection also in the coming slides, which will really give you an overview of what can you do to control or to really manage anger. So that's why I have put this slide, so that you can really distinguish and focus your energies on the things that you can control. So that's the major part of what we'll be doing now as well. And as you all know, whenever your anger is situation related, if you would have seen, why did this other person say this thing to me, all of these thoughts are very normal. But if you come to realize that there's very little you can do to the other person's behavior, you cannot change the other person's behavior because he's going through something else, right? And we also don't know what all is going through his mind, that has spoiled your day. But now what you can control is really within you, that is your thoughts, your feelings, and ultimately what you can do. So that is some of the major part which is there within you. So that is why I really wanted you to really look at this slide, and to really shift your focus to internal, which is yourself. So as you all know, and you would have really also experienced anger, at various stages of your life, I'm sure. I'm sure you would have seen that, it is really necessary for us to control anger, right? The reasons are, whenever you are angry, you cannot think properly. We cannot think clearly. So whenever you are angry, you will realize, your heartbeat rises, you breathe heavily, and your ability to think also goes at that point in time. You cannot make decisions, and that's why you might have noticed you just saying something and maybe regretting that thing later, and maybe really thinking, why did I say this? Because at that time your memory is lost completely. You don't really think properly. So that is obviously one of the major reasons. Your relationships are very important, and whenever we say something at that point in time, we really don't realize, but sometimes if you're not able to control, it can also cause you to lose that relationships. And obviously, you can only regret whatever you have said. And sometimes if anger is not controlled at a particular point of time, then obviously it can really escalate to an unfortunate level wherein it is too late. So it's really important for us to, whenever you are angry, see to withdraw at the right stage and at the right time, so that it doesn't escalate further and it doesn't really cause any harm to any person. And of course, and of course to yourself, because being angry for a long time is also not good for our body. So that is some of the reasons, and I'm sure a lot of you would have realized all these things, you would have experienced it as well.